In high school, there was always that popular trio. Their names were Millie, Emma, and Grace. Millie had beautiful black, straight hair. Emma had the brightest blue eyes. And Grace never figured out what made her different from them. These three were popular. The students in the school waved to everyone everywhere, except Grace. After a few days, both of them disappeared without a trace. One day, Grace came to school with a new look, with her black, straight hair and big, bright blue eyes.
I had a best friend named Amy. She was a sweet, caring girl. I loved her, but she had abusive parents that didn't let her do anything, so I didn't really hang out much with her outside of school. She'd come with lots of bruises on her face every day. It broke my heart. She'd talk to me about her abusive parents. The abuse got so bad, to the point where her dream was to become an orphan. She'd also talk about how she always dreamt about going to Paris. I've always wanted to make her dream come true. We grew up together. On my 18th birthday, I got plane tickets to Paris. I was so happy. So finally, I decided to make my best friend's dream come true. Her dream to become an orphan.
I always liked being in my room and didn't want to go outside because I had a sister who always played with me when I was a child. But it was strange how every time my parents knocked on my door to check on me, my sister would be disappearing or hiding from them. I just thought that she was afraid my parents would make her study. One night, I had a dream where my sister and I were playing by the lake. I accidentally pushed her in and she drowned. Terrified, I jolted awake and rushed to my sister's room to check on her. But I didn't see anyone. The room was empty. I immediately asked my mother,
Where is my sister?
Honey, you don't remember? Your sister passed away a year ago.
I was home alone, watching TV. I went to go put on my PJs so I could head to bed. I heard my mother come home and she shouted my name. As soon as I was going to open my bedroom door, I got a text. A text from my mother telling me that she was almost here. and Blair have been friends since we were little kids. We both said we were gonna be friends forever, no matter what. In high school, she became more pretty and really popular. She always had the spotlight when we were together. One day, she told me she wanted to stop being friends with me. I asked her why she wanted to stop being friends. She told me I wasn't pretty enough to be seen with her. When school ended, I followed her home, and that was the last time she was seen. The next day, I went to school and I looked better. I finally got the attention that I wanted. Growing up, I had a best friend named Olivia. We played games together and took photos together. We were practically inseparable until one day, Olivia went missing. It was all over the news, and I hoped they can find her as soon as possible. A week later, they revealed that she had been murdered. 5 years later, and I'm now in high school. I had a new best friend. Her name is Willow. We had a lot in common. She made me feel quite familiar, like we'd known each other from a previous life. It was on her birthday. She invited me to her house. We laughed and had fun until I saw the picture of me and Olivia hanging on the wall. I mainly spent my holidays by myself, since being around my family just made me sick. One day, I got an invitation to my grandfather's funeral. The invitation also mentioned to bring a side dish for dinner. So I stayed up all night cooking one of my favorite beef stew. When I arrived, I was unsurprisingly greeted coldly by my family. In the middle of one of the people talking, a scream rang throughout the room. One of my aunts had spit out a human eyeball onto the ground. Everyone saw the source of where the eyeball was from. My beef stew. Everyone was screaming in realization of what they had just eaten. No one was normal in this family, including me. My town had a recent kidnapping, so I decided to learn Morse code to stay safe, in case I was the next victim and needed a way to contact the police. But whenever it rains, the raindrops keep telling me to get out. I had a close buddy named Mary. We texted constantly, went to school together, and hang out a lot. But Mary always stood out. She was way prettier than me and better at everything, but I still really liked her. She was such a good friend. One day, she disappeared without a trace. From school and from my life. A couple of days later, they said on the news she was missing. Years passed. I graduated, met a bunch of new people, and slowly, Mary faded into the back of my mind. But then, out of nowhere,
They finally found Mary.
I was shocked. I was good friends with a girl named Penelope. She wasn't what you would call the normal standard of beauty. Her hair was never brushed, and she never wore makeup, so her dark eye bags always stood out. But her appearance was not a huge factor on why we became friends. She was one of the kindest and most genuine people I'd ever met. Unfortunately, not everyone else saw her the way I did. Our classmates were mean to her because of her flaws. Despite Penelope clinging to me every day of the school year, during the summer of junior year, we had drifted apart. She told me she was going on a trip somewhere far away, but didn't tell me where specifically. So when school came rolling around again, was somewhat excited to see her.
Hi, girl. How was your summer?
Standing in front of me was a young girl. She was pretty, even with the scars on her face. But doesn't she kind of look like me? I thought to myself.
Hey, don't tell me you forgot me over the summer?
The girl continued. I was confused at the fact that she talked to me as if we were old friends. But her voice, Penelope?
Yes, it's me. I miss you so much, Sophia.
Penelope was about to hug me, but I stepped back right away. I didn't have a problem with her getting plastic surgery, but why did she try to look like me?
Come on, you're not gonna let me hug you?
Explain to me, Penelope. Why did you...
I want to be you, Sophia. You're perfect and loved by everyone. I want to live that perfect life of yours.
I was scared. I tried to grab my phone to call the police.
Goodbye, Sophia.